I was actually happy for my friend, but at the same time, I was also sorry for myself because I was like, what did I do? Why am I not being treated like my friend?
I kinda like you. I kinda like you.
Hey guys, how are you doing? It's your boy Precious ID. So I am recording this video second time because I think the first one, I don't know. I think I was so emotional, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be emotional again in this one, but please keep watching. Hit the like button. You can also share, and I think these things were also messing me up, so I have to remove them. How are you doing, guys? Happy New Year! It's 2024, and you know what they say: New Year, new plans. I do have new plans for me this year. I don't know how was your plan last year, like 2023. How was it? For me, I think it was not my year, guys. It was really so hard for me. So I guess this is story time. Like I told you, this is just scripted. Let's hear a story. How was your experience last year? I lost a job last year, guys. I lost a job, and I think it was really a tough time for me because I did not expect, not like I didn't know that people lose jobs, but you know, when you lose a job, no one expects to lose a job. I was gonna move out, but I lost it. But yeah, everything works out for our own goal. At least that's what the Bible says. I got a job actually on 31st December, that was on 2021, as we were moving to 2022. Yeah, so I received a job offer. It was actually in the evening. I think I was at church because crossover things, we are crossing to the other year. I was so happy, getting a job, receiving that email in church. Okay, it was so incredible for me, and I really saw God. Now I lost a job last year in 2023. So I'm gonna share you a story how I lost a job. I had mixed emotions. Was I to be happy or sad? Because basically, when you lose a job, there are benefits sometimes. I went away with a salary of a 3 month salary, and my colleague, she went away with a car. I was actually happy for my friend, but at the same time, I was also sorry for myself because I was like, what did I do? Why am I not being treated like my friend? It was so hard for me. Let me share with you guys how it happened. So when I got the job, actually in the first place, I consider this job as my first job because even though I had the job before, I don't really consider it as a job because I actually terminated the contract. I resigned after working there for like 48 hours. So this is what happened. We started the year 2022 and we finished it. And then we started 2023. It started as a good year. We were given a chance to get a car loan, keyword, car loan. We're supposed to get a car loan. We're given a chance that you can get a car loan. Not any other loan to do business, guys, but it was a car loan. You get a loan, you buy a car, you take a picture, you bring the car to the office. The office knows that you really bought a car with the loan. I had some thoughts. I was actually thinking, you guys, if I get this loan, it means I'll be working here for like the next maybe 4 or 5 years because I'll be paying back my loan. And I didn't want that. I didn't want to be working at a place for 5 years, still working at a place. I mean, not that it's bad, but some people are not just office people, okay? But the question might be, why then did you get the job, Precious? I got the job because I actually wanted the money that I'll be getting here and the money that I'll be getting through my side hustles. When I add them together, I might even level up my business. Okay, that's why I got the job, and it didn't went as I was expecting. Because at my work, we were not supposed to be doing side hustles. Actually, I think any other office doesn't allow side hustles. It's like I quit my business and I started the job. You see, so the man was not really coming from a business. Actually, I was still doing my business, some side hustles, like, on the weekends, because I do videography, I do photography and graphic designing. So mostly I shoot weddings. So on weekends, I could go to weddings, do some hustles, and yeah, but sometimes I was required at work. And I do remember at some point I had a wedding on a Saturday morning, and we were having visitors at the office, and I had to be at the office. And I did not go, guys. I did not go. I mean, who can what it was so bad because I could not leave my bride like a wedding and then I'll go to. I mean, it's a wedding, guys. It's a wedding. You don't expect me to, you don't expect me, like, how can you book me and then I'll not show up on your wedding day? Who does that? Okay, so I did not show up at the office because it was not necessarily a visitor, but the boss was going outside the country, and they wanted me to take some pictures when they are leaving at the airport. Actually, I did plan that. Okay, the wedding is starting, in the morning. I'll go to the wedding and then I'll leave my friend whilst I'm there. I'll leave my friend and then I'll go to work so that I can escort those guys to the airport, and then I'll come back and finish the wedding. But it didn't work out because the time that the officiation was starting and I was supposed to be there, it was also the time the boss was leaving to the airport. So it really didn't work out. So I did not go to work, guys. I didn't show up. In fact, I was not required to be, because I was hired to be working on Mondays to Fridays. And I didn't take this as an issue. I was like, okay, actually it's Saturday and I'm not supposed to be at work. I'm supposed to be at home doing my own things. Actually, that's what our office, it encourages us. We're not even allowed to take our computers to home because they said no, weekends for family, so you go to, don't do any office work on weekends, so you go do your thing. And I didn't take this as an issue, so I was like, I know I'm not going to work. After all, it's just someone who is going abroad. So I did not go, guys. So it was really an issue. So guys, this is what happened. So our boss is from the US. So they came to Malawi. And when they came to Malawi, I think that week they were robbed. Robbers broke into the place where they were sleeping, and they got away with all their gadgets. They got away with the cash, the money that they brought. And it was really so traumatic because the robbers, they actually went into their rooms. So it was so traumatizing because the boss was actually injured on the leg because I think he wanted to be fighting them back. So they cut him on the leg with a punka knife, guys. Okay, he came with his wife. They were so traumatized. They took a break for like a month, and then when they came back into the office, like they said, you guys, I think we should just stop what we are doing. So they actually wanted to withdraw. Okay, they wanted to go back to their country. They said, I think you guys should stop doing all the marketing things, the communication and the likes. You should stop doing any other partnerships. So we actually stopped doing any programs at the work at our office. My services were no longer required. And I was called and I was told that this is the last month that you'll be working here. It was actually me and my colleague. But this still was so emotional for me because when you get laid off the job, you are given some compensations. And I was given a salary, a 3-month salary, and my friend, so remember I said I don't know, did I talk about that? Yeah, I'm so bad at telling stories, guys. So, my friend got a loan and then she bought a car. Well, I was still thinking, should I get the loan? Because for me, if I get the loan, it meant that I'll be working there for the next 5 or 6 years because I'll be paying back my loan. Okay, so I didn't want to take the loan. Actually, I wanted to think about it. And I thought about it, and I and I applied for the loan. But then I remembered that I did make a mistake. I didn't consult God that God, should I take this loan or not? And you guys, I had to pray an honest prayer. Seriously, I had to pray an honest prayer. Sometimes we pray and we actually pray, yet we do already have an answer in our mind. Okay? So, an honest prayer, I've prayed, I think, in my life, I've prayed 2 times. I've prayed honest prayers. Okay? So, this prayer, I told God that, God, I'm sorry that I did not involve you in my decision making about the loan. So I told God that if you really think I need this loan, then let me get the loan. But if you think I don't need this loan, then stop me from getting this loan. Mind you guys, I had already applied for the loan, and of course I stopped pushing for it. But then 2 weeks after, I prayed for that prayer, that honest prayer, that's when I was called at my workplace that this will be your last month working here because of this. So, yeah, my services was no longer required. Actually, me and my friend were no longer required. So there are some benefits that were to be given. My friend, she was forgiven. The loan was forgiven, and she went away with the car, guys. She went away with a car, and for me, I was just given salary. It was like a 3-month salary, guys. And it was so hard for me because I had mixed emotions. Should I be happy or should I be sad? My friend is getting away with a car, but I'm just getting away with just a salary, guys. And it was so sad for me. And I don't know. I think I was really mad at God. And that why am I treated this way? Because that's the question that I had. Why am I treated this way? My friend is getting away with a car, and I'm just getting away with just this amount of money. It was not even equal to to the car, and it was so hard for me, guys, to process it. But I thank God that He helped me to get through this, because I remember that I did pray an honest prayer, and maybe it was God. It was God saying, "No, you don't need this." So it's 2024, and I am just expecting, looking at what God has for me this year, because I think I came across a certain quote. It said, "When a door closes, a window opens." So our focus should not be on the door, but the window. I had to change my focus. I had to stop thinking about what happened to me. I had to start looking for the window that God has opened. I just thought of sharing. I didn't script this. I'm sorry if my story is noise, going like this and this. I should really learn how to tell stories, guys, but I think I'll do better. So let me know what you think, guys, about the story that I have shared with you. Leave the comments below. I need to know your thoughts. Was I supposed to be emotional, or what exactly? If it was you, guys, what would you do? Let me know. What would you do? If it was you, what would you do? You get laid off work with your friend. Your friend is going away with a car, and you're just giving some small cash. What would you do, guys? But for me, that's what I did. I had to be happy for my friend. She's a very good friend of mine, and I'm so happy that she has a car, because I can also ride in it. Oh, this is so hard. This is so hard. Alright guys, it's your boy Precious ID, but this year I have so much plans. My focus is on YouTube. I want to focus on YouTube, delivering content for you guys. Basically, I'll be doing a lot. I'll be doing this kind of videos. I'll be doing, vlogs. I will be doing tutorials, teaching you guys how to edit videos. If you don't know how to edit a video, I'll be teaching you how to edit videos. I'll be teaching you how to do graphic designing and of course, photography, photo editing. We'll be doing this using Adobe products. Okay, so you learn Adobe Premiere, you learn Adobe Photoshop, you also learn Adobe Lightroom, and of course Adobe After Effects. Yeah, we're going to learn motion graphics, guys, and all those transitions. So guys, this is me signing out. Subscribe, hit the like button so you can get notified every time I post a new video.